I quickly seen that this was a place that I could make a lot of money, but now I got to put my game down. I got to put it down. Although I wasn't trying to bring it down there, but to survive, you had to do it, and you got to let it be known that you're putting it down like that, because that's the only thing they respect. They ain't gonna respect a brother trying to just be smooth and get money. You got to put the murder game down. So that's
artists, right? Why do you think very few DMV rappers here like go mainstream?
Shit, I feel like it's cause they don't switch up the audience sometimes, like, and then and it's a lot of crab in the barrel type shit going on. I ain't gonna hold you, like
working shit. A lot of motherfuckers could really rack some shit up if they was working together. It's some people who like differences or whatever, but then it be sometimes where like you try to buy the fucking Sandman feature and this motherfucker is scamming all the fucking people that's buying the features.
What? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I can see your refund ASAP.
Many months later.
Your verse is done. I'm sending right now, and they go crazy. You better comment on my post and say that I did your verse, bitch.
You don't even respect me enough to fucking like have a decent interaction with me. So it's like
now today, we're gonna switch up the topics. We're gonna talk about the bigger picture here in the DMV rap scene. And why can't none of our artists make mainstream music? Now, I'm not saying we don't have mainstream artists like Shy Glizzy, Wale, but why in none of the recent years we haven't had an artist even make the XXL, as we've had artists blow up like Zanman and Young Manny, but we haven't had anyone push us on to the mainstream scene like other music areas like Atlanta and Chicago. One of the biggest recent artists, No Savage, was one of the rappers I felt that could have done that for the DC area. No Savage, being an associate of the Glizzy Gang crew, who was heavily tied in with the NBA crew, could have been a feature away from making it mainstream. But sadly, he fell to some of the same factors that affected so many local rappers and ended up being locked up. We're gonna be looking at some of these factors and finding out why so many of our rappers are being locked up. In a conversation with an anonymous producer who flew out to the DMV to make money with all the rappers, he sadly found out the reality of the music scene. When his friend checked up on him, he simply said he had no money. And when asked about how the beef impacted the music scene, he simply responded, killed it. It killed it all. Everyone. Not one major artist is popping up. And the ones who aren't dead that he managed to make whole tapes with, his mother doesn't even want him to drop in fear of retaliation from rival crews. What makes the DMV so different, where we even have cameramans and producers not even safe, sometimes forced to pick a side, with Wax Bando posting on Instagram that he was smoking on Buddy? Well, it was later found out that due to the size of DC, a large majority of the crimes are done by a small group of people, sometimes as little as 200 people. And these people are seen as the community leaders in their neighborhood, and they affect all the violence that gets put forward. A study done in 2020 showed that at least 46% of all the shootings had in some way, shape, or form connection to a group, and that over 10% of the people falling victim and doing the crimes are the same people. And that most of the time, these so-on-so gang warfare are all started by a shithead. This point can't be seen any clearer than in the career of KP Skywalker, who at one point was seen as the top up-and-coming rapper with his new flows and bips. It was looking up for KP for the first couple months, but slowly things started to crumble. It first started when tensions began to grow between him and his old neighborhood, MLK. Once KP signed a record deal for $50,000 and claimed to move out the DMV and be now LA, it was then MLK members felt like he wasn't doing enough for his own neighborhood. His own friends would start to diss him, and it'd even go to the point where they would disown him, barring him from MLK. But that wasn't all, because a whole nother beef over a girl would make things worse.
Disrespect at the end of the song, but I do love all y'all, and that's just what it is.
Chase pussy in my life.
A beef would start between him and another rising star, Baby Jammo, over a girl named Lil Tay.
Alright, man. If that man got more money than me, I'm never worried about that. I'm living, I got cash, I don't give a fuck. Why? He's a cold bitch. What you talking about?
Jammo would go on to record a diss track and shoot the video on MLK, KP's own neighborhood.
He ain't never slide with no K or no motherfucking pest. Get you through a bitch, I'ma send a little freaky to get right with you. He hang with little, he ain't blowing his pest. He got a little Tay, he better not go. As soon as he kisses the way she be eating his dick, that mean he blowing my mess. He use a little pepper.
KP, now barred from his neighborhood and having his old friends link up with his ops, even losing his girl, Lil Tay, has found his new crew of bippers linking up with Lil Dude and Skino from the 8. The bridges would continue to burn as he would get into it with Uncle Buckets.
I ain't on that with you though, bro. Stop that.
Flip the camera around. Turn it. Let me see the floor. Just let me see the floor real quick.
Stop that shit, bro. Too much tipping and other shit going on. Just call.
I'm gonna let you know this though.
Stop that tipping.
Westchester and Greenbelt Towers, 7th floor. I'm gonna tell you the door number. Y'all not that safe. Get a new house. You see he hung up, he gone. Westchester Towers and Greenbelt on the 7th floor. That's where they at, and they bluffing like shit. Now he gone. I told you he gonna drop his cup. He ran. Where you gone? Like, come back now. Yeah, you bluffing.
That nigga hit. He signed that mother. He power attorney means that's your right. That's your life. So listen. Hold on, y'all. Before I get off, I'm a paralegal. Just to let y'all know, I really got my certificate. I went to Georgetown and all that. Shout out to the real niggas, man. Listen, power of attorney basically means you sign your whole right over. So if somebody give me power of attorney, I no longer need your signature. I don't need your signature on checks. I don't need your signature to file for taxes. If I want to go get something in your name, I don't need nothing. Power of attorney. That's what power of attorney is. That's your whole life. That's like your mother having you remember how your mother used to put bills in your name and shit? That's what that is. They can do anything they want with your name, likeness, and all that. That's what power of attorney is. So if you signed something for $50,000 and gave a nigga rights to power of attorney, you literally sold your soul for $50,000. That's no cap. You literally sold your soul for $50K. If you sell your soul for $50K, you will suck a dick for $100K. That's no bullshit.
So you said he'll fuck little dude for 1.5?
Nah, he probably fuck little dude for $15. I don't know. Nah, he probably fucking for like a deuce of lean or something. You know them niggas junkies.
For real.
You know all them niggas do is drink lean and shit like that.
Paperwork claiming that Nino paid was officially hot. I know this is the only screenshot we have of the paperwork. I know it's blurry as shit, but please bear with me. Allegedly, Nino paid and another individual decided to break into a home. And while being apprehended, Nino paid would suggest that there was another individual inside the house, leading to his associate getting bagged. I don't know if this considers him as hot. Fans would begin to fear that their favorite rapper had turned federal. In the famous words of Ghost of Roach, Nino paid is halfway hot. He'll say your first name, but not your last. He won't point you out in a line of suspects, but he'll scratch his head and point his elbow. Fans are concerned that while Nino paid might not be hot, he wasn't solid. But in actuality, KP and Nino paid would start to get into it, going back and forth online, with Nino paid saying, why would he link up and make music with someone he out-raps with his eyes closed? And to prove it, he dropped a new song with Lil Gray.
Come on.
While coincidentally, things turned bad for KP. Apparently during his trip to Atlanta, somebody will end up robbing KP. It would only get worse when Young Threat would reveal a video.
KP.
I'm about to put him out back, so it ain't gonna be like that, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see.
We in the A with it, man.
Hey, you wanna box in the A with it, man? Box this man.
Man, they big chained up, yeah.
Hey.
Big chained up, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, you see this? Hey, 12.
I think I gotta go this way.
Alright, you think, bro?
Yeah, be good. Y'all be good, alright? Sure.
KP. Now there was a lot of confusion around the subject of how KP got robbed. But here we see actual footage of a VA rapper apparently bipping KP aside the head. And that's not all, cause he'd go on to drop a diss track dragging on KP.
Cap nigga since I was 16, but now I'm older, nigga really been on money thing. I go out of space and get high and watch a mad shake. Your bitch love me cause she know a black Rican told her Drake. I was geeking in the comments when they call me the albino snake. And fight a shoot, little nigga better know I'm by my pistol play. I never met a nigga made a story and crying on the ground. You posting old pictures but you blamed it on your own man. Body stiff as shit and when it's shocking like an old man. I chose my odds 3-on-1, so I did a dirty dance.
Will KP continue to let a VA rapper drag on him? Or will him and the scheme respond?